Hello, everybody, and welcome to Club 38, where the guest list is endless, and so are the vibes. As always, I am Allie Gal, one of your hostesses, and my co-hostess, Kate Gaming, is not here. Again, she is out on leave, and we anxiously await her return. But I am here to pilot the ship, and you can find us on our Linktree at linktree/club38. And there is the link to our Discord, Kate's Twitch, my YouTube, the Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcast, and the merchandise shop. Which I gotta get this logo, the new logo, as you could, if you're watching it up there on the screen, top left corner, or if you're listening, it'll just be the album cover. So make sure you check out the podcast wherever you can. Get in the Discord, ask the viewer questions, get the Club 38 roll, and be notified whenever we go live. With that, tonight I am joined by Swag Frog again. Thank you for coming back on the show, Swag.
Yeah, always a good time.
If you would, I know last time we had you introduce yourself and kind of like where your GP is and any special farms and all that. Would you like to give an update, like where you are now, any new things that you're working on?
Yeah, I mean, may as well this time at least talk about the alt account that I've been running, because I think I briefly mentioned it last time, but it's been making some pretty big strides. So my main account just hit 12 million GP. Well, okay, Bata hit 12 million GP, about 20,000 off. But that one hangs around Kyber 3, Kyber 2 area, so that's more of an endgame account. And then I just have a free-to-play alt account that I was rushing Profundity. Just unlocked it somewhat recently. Did a video on that. Very, very cool. Managed to unlock it free to play in 82 days. Very, very fun. Probably wouldn't recommend that as a farming path for most people, because it does leave you wanting for a lot of different things in the game. But hey, it's funny and it kind of works.
And it's a great shit. Like it'll get you.
It is. It really is.
It'll get you pretty high in the fleet arena at 82 days.
I'm getting a good amount of crystals, and that's really nice.
I think at 82 days, you're taken first because nobody really has Executor. Nobody really has Leviathan at that point.
The issue is there's a lot of people spending, and I do have a couple Executors. I have like 2 or 3 in the top 50, but it's actually a lot of high-level negotiators because they've bought the gas bundle.
Yes. And I wouldn't be surprised if Leviathan gets tossed in there soon because of the Leviathan bundle.
Don't remind me.
That one just...
I dread that day.
I got a whole
Why
lot
would they
to say
do
on
that? Why would they do that? I also have some very strong opinions on that one.
You know what? Let's get right into it. What we didn't get to talk about this on the podcast because last week I was not feeling the best, so we kind of took the week off. Without Kate, it makes it a little hard for her to take the helm. So we kind of took the week off. I have a lot going on in my personal life that I will get into in a little bit. But let's get into some Swago. So, what are your thoughts? They recently put out the Leviathan and Darth Bane bundle and the Dark Trooper Moff Gideon bundle, which actually was messed up. If anybody saw the news, they put out the Omicrons that weren't involved in the bundle at first. So if you bought the Lightspeed bundle, you are getting your Omicrons. I think that was today. That was sent out.
I am not sure. I didn't buy it,
Check
so I
that
cannot verify.
one day ago. Me had posted that, so you should have your Omicrons for the Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. So with these new bundles out, what are your thoughts on how this affects not only? I mean, if you're playing up in the high end of Kyber, seeing a Leviathan or a Bane isn't anything new. But what about like
No.
early game? What are your thoughts on earlier to mid game? Just having a Darth Bane or Leviathan dropped into your account.
I there's two ways about it, right? So if you're a lighter spender, then obviously this is fantastic news. Both of those things are very, and I mean very pivotal to any account at basically any point in the game. I mean, the sooner you can unlock Leviathan, the better. It is still the best ship in the game, and Bane is one of the best offensive units in the game. So if you're spending the money, then it is absolutely fantastic for you, and I think it is a great price point. But on the other hand, it is rather detrimental to free-to-play players, like definitely me on my alt account, because I'm gonna probably start bumping into some Leviathans here in my 1 million accounts
Yeah.
free to play. Fleet Arena, this is gonna be horrible. Anyways, it'll be a time.
To be fair, it's not like everybody's gonna have it. If you're just
Yes,
starting, you still have
absolutely.
to get Revan and Malik unlocked. And then plus you still have to get
Not
Malgus.
Revan. Not Revan. They gave him away in the bundle at Relic 7.
I thought that they posted in there that he has to be unlocked at least.
He does have to be unlocked, but with the Darth Revan bundle, you're able to unlock him really easily.
Hmm.
Because he gave everybody you needed to at Relic level. So if you bought that, it's you already have Revan at Relic 7, which is insane.
Him at Relic 7 isn't. Revan is not very difficult to unlock anyway.
This is true. But
Um,
it does still I mean, it does still make a difference because it's a lot of signal data out of the way, it's a lot of Electrum conductors out of the way, and it's a lot of Zinbittles a little bit of Zinbittles out of the way. Those aren't really an issue, though.
such older accounts, so you're not dependent or players or not players. I could speak. Such like early characters, you're not dealing with all that much Cairo if you're in a new account though. So you're able to get these players up quickly, get Revan, and then you could buy that bundle. And then there's saving your material, saving a lot of farming, and
Yes.
like a seriously asinine amount of farming in all those ships and everything. Which a
Yeah,
lot of
for
people
a
don't
whopping
even
40.
look at until you're close to getting Melgus anyway.
Yeah. I know that was the case for me on my main. I didn't touch Sith Empire until I basically was ready to farm Leviathan. Like, I'm glad to have them, though. They're really nice to have.
They definitely are. They're a great team, even without Leviathan. Um, I mean,
Yeah,
absolutely, it's a great team.
just a useful I'd say useful offensive toolkit because they've lost a lot
Mhm.
of oomph on defense, but they're still really good on offense. They have a lot of really important counters.
And then something else that I kind of brought up in a video that I did was the fact that not only are you getting all this stuff just dropped into your account, but one, it on the plus side, if you're getting this bundle, you're going to climb in your fleet arena. You should get in touch with your fleet shard, get first, make sure that you have your payout, get your 400 crystals a day. That's going to be super important, especially in an early game account, to get that kind of return. And two, with Darth Bane on the Darth Bane side, these are players that don't really have the mods as it is, and now they have to come up with a whole new set for Darth Bane. Which it's only
Yeah,
one tune, but it
I suppose I don't know. The fact that it is one tune does make it easier, especially because Darth Bane is all health, or you can do speed and health, but I do prefer all health
yeah,
because you
his
want him to be as
speed
chunky as
isn't
possible.
really super
You want it to be
necessary.
you want it to be okay, but you don't need him like
No, it's his health
super
that
fast.
primarily matters.
Yeah. You just don't want him to get like I mean it used to be a big deal with the Leia counter, but you just don't want him to get doubled up usually cuz especially with Leia that just means that he gets disarmed, blah blah blah. But I mean, obviously, newer players are not going to be worrying about that, though. I think Leia's not quite on their radar yet.
No, and then you're just gonna drop Darth Bane into this account of all these people getting their first GL, two GLs, and all of a sudden there's your counter.
Yeah, like I mean, just the value that they have dropped on Lightspeed bundles alone is kind of insane, and by kind of I mean very much insane. Like they have definitely spoiled people who are willing to pay just a little bit.
Yes. So I haven't bought a Lightspeed bundle since, oh god, the Profundity bundle
I
when they had the
I
Rogue
want to say that
One.
was the last one I bought as well. I want to say that
Um,
was the last one I bought as
and I
well.
want to say I totaled up because I was talking with Nooch one day, and I was curious how much was actually spent in bundles if you were to buy them all, because Nooch was seeing people buy everything when he was doing his like major roster reviews, and
Yeah,
I was like, how much is it? How much? I'm curious, how much is all this? Now, mind you, this was before Malgus came out. This was before the Fury class Interceptor, and
yeah,
I want to say my math was like $800
that's insane.
back then, and
I am
now
very
they're
much
dropping
glad,
all these like $40, $50 bundles, and
right?
it adds up quick.
It really does. It really does. I mean, honestly, it's been very beneficial for CG in terms of sales because
Mm-hmm.
light speed bundles are always incredibly successful because just the amount of value that you get, like the bang for your buck is just through the roof. But it really does stack up. So it is nice to have an account that's bigger that doesn't have to worry about all these light speed bundles.
Yeah, thankfully I'm right in that spot. I
I
have just
know.
about everything.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a nice and comfy spot to be in. You're just farming most of the new stuff.
hey there, off duty otter. How are you doing? Great to see you in. Another content creator over on the Twitch side. Make sure you give him a follow. Um, Lightspeed tokens have been a nice addition for targeted improvements. I agree
Oh,
that
they absolutely have. A
that is
hundred
where those
percent.
like other little things that you might have missed, or like a Lightspeed bundle comes out and it's not for one tune exactly. And then it's like, okay, I have these four people, but I need this last character. Bam, Lightspeed token.
Yeah, I love Lightspeed tokens. Especially, I did a little dance for joy when I saw that Bad Batch was popping up and it would let you do the new Bad Batch. Because I have been putting off farming them so bad.
Yeah, the new Bad Batches. Thankfully, they got that.
Yeah, that I really, especially the fact that they throw one in the free pass. I think that is just great. Great move for free to play. Having the Lightspeed token in there is super, super nice.
Yeah, they're really not a great team either.
No, no, they're not. They actually have some really strange, really useful counters, though. Surprisingly, they have really awkward stuff that they just, for whatever reason, beat. But horrible on defense. Do not set them on defense.
Yeah, definitely not. There's a lot on defense that you don't want to put. Um,
Absolutely. Poor Malgus. He's in that area now.
so what are your? How did your GAC go?
Uh, I mean, lots of full clears, and I got chipped off by 2 to 3 banners. That was kind of how this one went. It's just I lost a little bit on efficiency, but still full clearing. Kind of annoying though.
Yeah, I
Hate
was
Quando and his Datacrons. Oh,
I was really bad, and I ended up um again. I will touch up on this more. I have been going through a huge like mental health issue lately, and I signed up for it fully expecting to go live because I haven't had my kids this week. And one, I have Girl Scout cookies going on. So Girl Scout season makes it so I have a tough time. Which, by the way, shameless plug, Girl Scout cookies are out now. Go buy them. Enjoy.
Oh, boy,
Get your Girl
you're
Scout
tempting
cookies.
me.
I got my Dositos here. Um, Peanut
Oh
butter
yeah,
and
we talked about
oatmeal.
favorites last
They
time.
are safe for dogs. So get your I totally just dropped them. Go get your Girl Scout cookies. But yeah, so outside of that, I've been dealing with like a lot of mental health because my ex, he's being a major tool right now, and he's trying to take my kids away from me. So I'm battling to keep them, and we're going to trial. So my mind has just not been in the best of places right now. So between Girl Scout season and then that going on, I've just been like a total recluse even more than I have been. So, which is okay. If you ever need a break and you ever feel your like mental health, it's okay to take a break. It's okay to be you. It's okay to get help. Get the help that you need.
Absolutely. Mental health absolutely matters. It really does. Super
Um,
important topic. Don't ignore it.
but with that, I ended up not doing any of my GACs. I signed up for them. I think I
Mm.
did. I didn't even show up to the first one. I got one attack in match two, and then again three. I didn't show up at all. But that's just and
Whatever you need to do.
yeah, that's how mine went. I was excited to get back to 5v5, and then I lost that one.
A little more important things happen, so all good.
Yeah, sometimes that little break is needed.
Yeah, absolutely true. I've honestly, for the past couple days, I've been playing Sugo a lot less, just because life's busy
Hmm.
and can't always find the time to play for 2, 3 hours a day like I normally do, which is almost embarrassing to admit. But
But was there anything that you were excited about in 5v5? Was there anything like that was different that we don't normally get? Any counters? Anything off meta, like defense wise?
this is gonna sound like sacrilege, but I have honestly been liking 3v3 more and more lately for some reason. I don't understand. But okay. No, I think I know why. It's because it's way easier to beat Ray.
Yes.
I hate 5v5 Ray. I forgot how much I hate having Barris and Cal Kestis in there.
Mm-hmm. Oh god. And then you gotta go right after Barris because she has to go first, or else everybody gets revived. And then you're just leaving
Yep.
Cal to just destroy everything, and it's no good.
And then Ben just, because you're not focusing on Ben just goes in and hits you for 60% of your max health with that AoE that shoots through your protection. Yay!
I didn't get to try the Stranger though. How was he in 5v5? Did he was he a good Ray counter?
I
I
don't know. I don't have the Stranger yet. I was not playing a lot during that Conquest. I'm
ah
getting there on him. I have like 200 shards. I really want to. I feel like he would be a great Ray counter. I'm trying to get the Datacron for Spider Legs Maul as well. I think that'll be really useful. At the very least, having the Star Killer one
yeah.
should help trivialize the Ray counter. But from what I hear, he's pretty solid at getting rid of Ray. Like, no issues, especially if you have the Focus Cron. But I haven't
Yeah, that
had
focus
any
Datacron's great for that
opportunity
team.
to. Yes. Oh, I love that Focus Cron. I honestly like Spider Legs Maul. I think he's cool. I think he's
I
fun.
just I wish they didn't do us dirty with him, and mine's
Oh my
sitting at
gosh, his
Relic
horrible
2
event.
and 4-star.
Yeah.
I can't do anything about it.
Fortunately, I got him at 5 star, so I've been able to get him to Relic 4, which is a little better. Not great, but it's a little better.
Yeah.
but
He might
he's
just
actually
sitting at Relic
still
2.
kind of good at Relic 2, though.
Even
He's
then,
actually kind of good at Relic
I've
2.
noticed that in TW, he's still getting holds.
He's
But I also have a Relic 10
it's too.
Stranger.
That's fair. That would definitely be a problem.
So
That Relic Delta will kill.
he is Relic 10. I have a Relic 8 Star Killer, and the other two are just Relic 5. I'm not. I'm going to take that team up higher because, again, I focus on more. Now that I'm getting max score in the crate or the raid, I don't need to worry about that. So I'm focusing more on TB. And this is the team that I'm going to be using, especially in mixed. So I actually have 4 out of 5 of my Mommy Mando team at Relic 9. I got OG Bow at Relic 7, right? 8 now. She's at 8. Almost got her to 9. And then I'll have a full Relic 9 BKM team. And I think the Stranger is going to be next.
Yeah,
Minus Maul.
that's fair. Minus Maul.
But even then, when you're dealing with TB, you could easily just use normal Maul, and it perfectly suffices.
Yeah. Normal, I mean, well, normal Maul. Maul, not Darth Maul.
Yeah,
Very good character. Honestly, kind of underrated in today's landscape. I think because there's not as much of a place for him, but at least it feels like to me.
he's got that
It's
dark
kind of
side
hard to find good
Mandalorian
spot.
team.
He does, but I'm having trouble finding uses for them.
For me, they're like a counter, like a cleanup counter. Like
I
you
guess.
knock a couple people out, and all of a sudden he could clean up array.
That's fair. Yeah, I definitely have used him to clean up Ray a couple times. That's a good point. As long as you get Ezra and Ben out, he's pretty good at cleaning up Ray.
Yeah, so that's kind of where I use him. Is he's like a situational cleanup for me. Plus, he's
I feel like
actually
he's not as exciting as he used to be.
really good with the Stranger when you get his madness up, and every time you
Yes.
use it, Stranger attacks because every time you use a special move, he assists. So all of a sudden you're
Yeah.
firing off 5 of these at a time, and he's assisting. You're doing major damage. And again, mine's a relic
Yeah.
10, so he hits like a truck.
Yeah, that does sound gnarly.
So it's a really good, like, until we get Spider Legs Mall up at, which, or as if you watch Scribe, Butt Plug Mall. Um,
Right. Forgot about that.
then he will work perfectly until you get Spider Legs Mall.
Yeah. A solid replacement.
I've been enjoying it. I'm just I saw a lot of I I can't even say a lot because I did only look at one defense. I was surprised to see Leia on defense.
Really, I tend to set Leia on defense. I can't actually explain why. I don't fully know why. I've just been setting Leia on defense for a while, but
I can't do it. She's an offense for me. She's like my
I probably need to move. Well, okay. I'll move her to offense when I have Hondo.
she's like my glat counter.
Ah, yeah, that's fair. That's
Or
fair.
strangers work pretty well, and I did have one drop with him in a 3v3, and I was like, what happened? He has never dropped against glat. Like ever.
Datacron, maybe?
I'm guessing that's what it was because it was a lot of health on her.
Ah, yeah. Some of those, if she had a tank cron especially, those ones can be pretty nasty.
Yeah, I ran
I know
into that
mine
and I
has a
was like,
tank cron with a
geez, what happened here?
yeah, mine has a tank cron with a start with 25% turn meter. It requires a top of the line counter to get rid of, which I appreciate.
But how? Speaking of like a bunch of Conquest tunes and everything, without wrapping up, how did you do? Did you red crate?
Yeah, I've been raid creating the past 2 times. I'm definitely trying to get Satil Day 1. That's a absolute goal of mine.
I
I
don't.
just like Satil. I like Old Republic stuff.
I don't think
Big
I'm
fan.
going to be able to, because I red crated the first one, and then with everything going on, like when Conquest first launched, I got right to Sector 4 in like 2 days. And I actually
Uh-huh.
have most. I think I have like one focus data crown for the Inquisitors that I have all the stuff for. I'm just getting the like the credits to
Yeah.
to up those, which I can do as long as I have the materials. So I have the stuff to do it. So I have all my focus data crowns done.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just hit this rut in my social life, and I never finished it. I did not reach the gold
Mm.
and silver crate, and I just never got back to it.
Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, well, not worst case, but you can definitely get back on the horse and get a red crate this time, and
Yeah,
that way you should at least have her by the 4th cycle.
yeah, that's my plan. Is at least the forest cycle. I'll buy the pass. That'll catch me up a little bit, and
Yeah.
then by the forest cycle.
She, I'm excited. She looks like a menace on offense.
She's gonna be good. I'm excited to see how she does. Plus, I'm really
Agreed.
excited to see that the older public is gonna be getting a lifter.
Oh, finally, they deserve a facelift. They have needed one for so long.
They have not done anything since Revan came out,
I know.
which
It's
was,
honestly terribly sad because Old Republic is fairly beloved.
yeah. And it's one of the things that people ask for all the time. They're like, hey, can we get more older
Yeah.
public?
I feel like that's one of the best things that's come out recently. Like obviously there's not too much lately to jump for joy about, but that is a really nice thing is that they actually listened and well maybe they
Mm.
listened. But they actually, added something that the community has been asking for a long time, especially like a highly anticipated character that the community has been asking for a very long time.
Yeah, for sure. Um, I'm glad they actually listened to that. But
Agreed.
speaking of them listening, um, something that I've noticed, and I've been talking to Bones about, don't jump on, don't jump. I know people, it's Bones. Don't jump quick. Don't jump yet. But Bones and I were kind of talking about the Three Scoundrels and Club 38 and just how stale the content has gotten. Just for like content creators and podcasts, we are trying to milk this dead horse right now because
It's
there's
really
just
hard to come up
nothing.
with video
It is the
ideas.
same thing week after week. We talk GAC, we talk focus datacrons, and there's like no news. We have the preparation of the raid there's no news. There's nothing. We can't talk about tunes coming out because we got the era battles. We can't talk about GAC and how these guys are interacting. We don't know. We could talk about the era battle, but nobody cares.
Yeah.
We don't
Basically, the
even
most
care.
interesting thing. Yeah. The most interesting thing right now is Darth Vader Duel's End is doing a turn meter loop on GL Ahsoka with the Focus Datacron. The banners are horrible, and if you have a better counter for GL Ahsoka, it's almost worthless, but
We had the again, missed it last week. We didn't get to touch on this, but the IPD update. Um IPD was causing havocs
oh,
for
oh,
guilds
he did
because
it
he
to
couldn't
me.
he would nuke the shit out of your Cal, and a lot of guilds missed Zepho because of it. That don't know that
Yeah.
always hit Zepho, and all of a sudden he's wiping you out.
Did I want to say he did 297,000 damage to my Cal? True damage, by the way, not defense, just straight up true damage. Oh, it was horrible. Yeah, it was the first time in a minute that I've lost the battle.
I could tell you, MC3, we unlocked Zepho still, and I know my battle I won. But I didn't deal with that bug. But
I don't think it was a bug. I think it was just the rework.
yeah, the rework bug, whatever they want to call it. Um,
The lovely IPD.
I didn't have to deal with that because I still won. But man, I saw a lot of people miss out because of it.
Yeah, fortunately my guild still got there in the end. I think we barely pushed ahead. I think we got like 25 or 35. So I think we got close to the minimum. But it was close.
We
It
were
was
close to. I
close.
think we were like 32 or something. Like it was just there. It was like, man, that two more drops, we would have been done.
Yeah. A little bit of a nail biter.
And it would have been
I think
crazy for
yeah,
us because we were pushing for an extra star. Like we were going for 45 this last TV. So thankfully we were able to hit it.
that's good that you hit it though.
It would have
Yeah, I
really
definitely saw a lot of people miss.
it just I can't imagine being a guild leader. And Matty Ice, if you're watching, or like a TB officer or guild leader, and you guys are planning for an extra star, extra 2 stars, whatever, and all of a sudden this IPD rework comes and just drops Zepho on you. I can't imagine like just the frustration of being one of those guild leaders or something that missed out on it because of it.
Yeah,
But
definitely not a good time.
that's like the extent of what we could work on. Like that's it. We got the IPD bug, we got or rework.
Yeah.
Um that's it. Like there's no news, there's no it's just Dale. And as I was saying, Bones and I we were talking and he was even thinking about canceling a couple episodes of like Three Scoundrels because there's nothing to really talk about. It's
Yeah, it's in a very bland limbo. I think is a good way to put it.
so as a fellow content, have you ever were you like I've actually recently started doing the Division 2. Have you thought about another game?
Thought about? Absolutely. Now, do I know what I would go to? Probably not. That's a tougher question. I used to do, and some of my long-term viewers will know, but I used to do a lot of Apex Legends content. That
Hmm.
was my bread and butter for a while. That's what got me started on YouTube. But I mean, that game got stale for me. Just rolled a 28 speed mod on my alt. Ooh.
That's awesome.
That was so nice.
That's a good
Anyways,
mod.
but yeah, yes, it is. And but yeah, that's how I got my start on YouTube was just doing Apex Legends, basically just doing Apex Legends edits and posting my VODs. And then I would just go
Hmm.
like edit down the VODs into shorts and I actually got like a few thousand views off of that, surprisingly. But it helped jumpstart my channel. And so I think that would be an option if the game weren't so stinking stale right now. But I've definitely thought about it 100%. Though I'd love to go into more variety. I think
Yeah,
that's what I would do.
I think that's where we're at right now. Is like I saw Scribe do a another game too. That's where we're at. Like we do what we can, and then we stream side games.
Yep.
Like I think I'm still
Nothing
gonna
like
do like my GAC and stuff and some Conquest, and then I'm just gonna do like Division.
Yeah.
And it really sucks. It really sucks. Um,
Yeah. Always hate to see it be so stale.
it's not really good for the game. Like, I don't think it's good for the
No.
game.
It's not good for the game, it's not good for the creators, it's not really good for anyone.
CG's making money though, so they're good.
Yeah, because they keep dropping Lightspeed bundles.
CG, this is what, like, not to harp here. This is kind of where we've been getting at is content creators, when we have nothing really to talk about and we don't have anything to do, we're like, people watch to get the counters, people watch to get the news, people watch to for entertainment, and we got nothing.
It's hard to entertain nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do hope they do something big. They really ought to at this point. I think I'll still keep playing the game, of course, and I'll obviously probably still keep making videos and streaming the game, but
Mm-hmm.
will I do it as much if the game's just staying stale and boring? Probably not.
No.
I think I think frequency will change. I think I'll be trying to focus on other games and other ventures. I mean, no real two ways about it.
Yeah, I've while I was sick, I've been playing NBA 2K26. Um
Fun.
it's been a blast. Not I could just chill and play a game and
Yeah, nice and lax.
not worried about like anything. It's kind of nice.
I need to find a game that I can just sit down solo and just play casually for a while.
Yeah, it's good to have like a game or two that I play off stream just to kind of have something to relax with.
Unwind a
Um,
little bit.
yeah, because although I love streaming and that's why I wanted to do the Division, because it's a game that's continuously coming out. It's always different. I could just go on and do some stuff and
Hmm.
um and
It's
then
constantly changing. There's a lot to do.
I just recently bought Resident Evil 9 Requiem.
Ooh, I've heard good things. I've heard really good
I
things.
want to stream it, but I don't know if I will.
Oh, why not?
Just because my big reason is my monitor.
Ah, yeah,
I'd
that'd
have
do
to
it.
do it on my OBS, and my streaming setup is like on a computer screen, so I'm playing on a screen like this big to what I can see. And then you got my normal setup. So even then, with that screen, you got my picture and stuff up in the or my webcam up in this corner. So I'm really looking at
Hmm.
this. So it with a game like that, it's kind of hard to see. And
Yeah, that makes sense.
so I'm like, I don't know if I want to do Resident Evil. Maybe something like Resident Evil 4 or something that I've beaten like a gajillion times.
You don't need to focus on as
I'll
much.
just run through it with infinite ammo and just be like, here, everybody.
Are you entertained?
Are you not entertained? Is this not what you're here
Yeah.
for?
Yeah, I have no idea what I'd play either.
It's such a weird place to be in because you don't know what you're gonna do about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, especially with just the staleness of Swago, there's not a lot that you can do. That's
No,
not something we can really remedy.
like Hell Week, it's a lot, but I love Hell Week because there's a lot to stream.
Yeah.
And even then, I don't want to say it's a lot to stream. It's you get a couple hours where you're doing GAC and Conquest and everything, and then you're done.
You get a couple quality hours.
Yes. Other than that, I could mod. I could mod on stream. I could do a raid. I don't know.
I'm sure my viewers are well, maybe not. But they're probably tired of seeing me mod on stream or tell people how to mod on stream or harp on people's mods on stream.
Well,
That's like 90% of what I do. That's me.
I feel like people need to hear that though. A lot of people don't know how to mod properly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um,
Well, I don't blame them either. Learning the mod is hard. It is not very well explained in the game at all. It takes a lot of research.
I remember seeing some of your accounts though. Some of your modded accounts are crazy.
Thank you. I mean, I had the fastest trench in the world for a little while.
Oh,
Now I'm the
Trench.
second.
And now he's back on the bench.
He is. He's no longer. I have him at 351 speed. I want to say
Hmm.
just an egregious amount because that is like over. I think that is plus 181 speed on trench. Disgusting.
Yeah, that's. Did it even really make a
I love
difference with
it.
him? Was he like worth it?
No, no, it made hardly a difference. Not worth it.
Just bragging rights.
I did it. I did it. I did it for funny, basically. Yeah, bragging rights, and I mean, the chat wanted me to. They told me to. They said you gotta have the fastest trench in the world, and I'm like, okay, I'm here to please. Yeah,
I'm
351 at
surprised
the plus 180.
they didn't go with somebody like Cup or something.
They know I hate trench. That's the problem. And I had him at gear 1. They made me take him from gear 1 to relic 9 with 3 Zetas, 3 Omis, and the fastest trench in the world. In one day, by the way. I went from,
uh,
gear 1 to top trench in Swago in one day. It
that's
was horrible.
hilarious.
0 out of 10 experience. Hey. They didn't tell me to R10 trench, okay? They could have. There was an opportunity, but they didn't want it.
Hey, I got the challenge out right now
Now I
that
gotta.
if I get 500 subscribers on YouTube, I'm gonna relic 10 my Wampa.
Nice.
Which I mean, Wampa's not a bad
Solid.
tune by any means. Oh, all right. Here's a question for you. If you had, well, I think I asked this about you. If you had a flagship character, who would it be, and are they Relic 10?
Yeah. I actually don't have any relic tons on my account. I think you did ask this. I think it'd probably have to be Darth Revan, who I've got at relic 9, obviously, for Leviathan, and I have him modded pretty well, too. But nothing too exceptional there. Though I think my viewers would argue that Trench is probably the flagship character at this point.
So he's gotta go up to 10.
Not yet. They haven't got me to a point where I'm going to do it yet. They'll
Oh
find a
man.
way. Or I'll find a way to back myself into that corner one way or another.
I like my two are Leia and the Stranger. And I don't know. I feel
Yeah.
Agnards has the first full Relic 10 Gungan team.
Good for him. I'm sure they're doing so much.
They actually are. They could stop Treya.
Ooh.
And that's everybody's
And
go-to.
then they
Like
get
that's
hit
what
by
I
great
use.
mothers.
Yeah. It's a drop though, and then it's a drop.
I don't know. It feels like Great Mothers, you tend to not need too much. Also, quick note. I did not know that Balin could counter Leia. I did it the other day. It worked. I was
Balin,
shocked. I Yeah,
what's
can
the
one-shot
percentages
Leia.
on that?
Well, I don't know, but I won with Max Banner, so it's got to be decently high.
Counter, let's see. Leia Organa counters. I am curious.
I was shocked.
Um,
I did use a little
Balin.
bit of stat datacrons. I used some extra armor penetration, but that was about it in terms of notability.
So I'm seeing not a lot of people did it. There's one seen once with 100%, seen once with 100%, seen once with 100%. There's four with 100%. Hondo with with different variations of Hondo, um,
I did
L3
Hondo
and
Dash for
Zam
fun.
Wessel, which
Hondo
are
Dash worked great,
which are
but Hondo,
100%.
yeah, would probably work too. I think Hondo's a big key there because Hondo can, if you got a fast enough Hondo, you can get Hondo to put captive on Drogon really early, and that helps stop him from spreading keen stratagem too early. And so you can actually take out Drogon. Well, okay, you don't want to take him out too soon. You got to like find the healthy medium when he doesn't have captive or Hondo gets 10 stacks or whatever. But having captive on Drogon is really nice.
Yeah, so I'm seeing that Dash and Hondo were seen once at 100%.
I wonder who that was.
And then, other than that, there is a real steady drop off of seen once was 0%. Like, there's a bunch of different
Weird.
variations. I see Kira and Hondo. I
I'm assuming the
see
ones that, oh,
Zalbar
Kira
and
and Hondo.
Dash.
I don't think it would work without Hondo. I think Hondo's pretty essential to that. Just because I think you almost need the captive. And he does hit considerably hard.
And
Like,
also,
he's no
none of
slouch.
these have Jin and Akbar. Or Radis.
Yes. That is also an important point, is I don't think it would work as well if they had Jin and Radis.
I see a
But
lot of like Rex and Tano. Rex and Kyle Katarn.
yeah, Rex and
Fulcrum.
was the Rex and
I see
Kyle
Mon
Katarn
Mothma.
versus Dash and Hondo?
Dash and Hondo was Kyle Katarn and Rex, yes.
And Rex? Yeah, that
That's
was
the
me.
ones.
That was 100% me.
Well, we found the
I know
100%.
that. Yep, that was guilty as charged.
There it is.
I saw that it could work, and I'm like, you know what? I don't know that I'm going to win this Grand Arena anyways because my opponent was killing it in efficiency. And so I figured I'd just try it, and it actually worked. I was
Hey,
surprised.
you're one of the four 100%s.
Yay! There's just a lot of variations of Balin. I think that's the thing. Also, my Balin is very well modded. Like, very well modded. I have him over plus 150 speed, so he's at 333, and then I also have, like, just everyone else in his team is also very well modded. So I think that does a lot for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they just all hit very hard.
That's
My
crazy.
Marok is like a freight train. Oh, I love it. I have him almost at 7,000 damage right now. Trying to get him a little higher at R7. I'm going to eventually get him to R8 so that he gets that healthy boost in offense, but that's gonna be nice. I like that team. That is a fun team.
Let's see. As far as news, I don't see much for news.
Yeah.
I see the Velmarkey Quest issue. Warlam investigation and findings. The update for 225, which is just they fixed the IPD issue and some
They joked about sending out a make good.
yeah. And then in huge letters, here's our Trello board bug tracker.
I
Their
wonder what's on the
ways
Trello. Hold on.
it's their
I'm
way of
curious.
saying, hey, check this out before you come at us.
I didn't know they had a Trello board. Honestly, it's good that they
Um
do.
it was a hot fix on 3.2
Mm-hmm.
for Vel, and the Omicrons were sent out yesterday. So
Right.
really slow news.
Yeah. I can check general data mines. I don't think we got too much in there, but mostly just the rewards for the new. Okay. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
nothing crazy
There
here.
was something in the general data mine. They had the blue mods. What are your for those that don't know, they showed just like a banner and it had like the blue background with a blue mod. What do you think those are going to be? Do you think those are our fleet mods, or are we getting our 7-star?
Okay. I need to
7
find it.
dot.
I don't actually remember seeing that. Do you know what day it was on?
It was a bit ago. It was the day that they announced the Lightspeed bundles.
And it was in general beta mine?
It was the where was
Or
it?
was it in game assets?
Game assets. Because I
Okay, that makes
posted
sense.
and Nooch commented in the
Oh
mod
yeah,
chat.
that there is.
So are we
Honestly,
going to
that
get
looks
our
like
7
seven dot.
dot, or are we getting our
It looks like
fleets?
7 dot. That looks like 7 dot to me.
I don't think they're fleet mods. I think fleet mods would be huge.
I think they'd be huge in a bad way, honestly. I would not be excited for fleet mods.
I think those would be a huge disaster.
I agreed.
Fleets in general. So we had Leviathan come out about 3 years ago. And then
Nothing
we've
since.
had a couple lifters. We've had Rogue One, we've had the Punishin one, and we've had the B Wing. That's it.
Mhm.
I don't think they know what they want to do for fleets. I don't think like everybody's saying that with Andor coming out now that we could get his fleet. We're not getting his fleet. I don't think they know what to do with it. Maybe a lifter, maybe if we're lucky.
But a lifter for what?
And that's the other thing. It's who are you lifting? Are you lifting Profundity again, or are you lifting Home One?
Why would you do that when Profundity's in a great spot right now? And
Exactly. So
Home
are you
One's in a
doing
great
Home
spot
One?
right now.
Because Home One is that's in a
Really
really good
good.
spot.
Yeah. Way better than it's been in the past.
And then people bringing out Red 5. Who's Red 5 gonna lift?
Yeah.
Where is his place in the
What do we
game right
want to
now?
do, where, and why?
And I think this would be the time that CG would be like, oh yeah, let's bring in Red 5. Why? Because there's no need for him right
People
now.
just, yeah. People really want it. Even though there's no realistic landing spot for it at the moment, it feels like.
No, and there's not, and I think that's the issue is they have this and they don't know what to do with it. So I guess
Yeah.
fleet mods would be something different. But I did a video on
It
it,
would be different in a
and
bad way, though.
would it really
I think that would
affect
drive a
much?
lot of people. I think it would drive a lot of people away. Well, I don't think it's as much of what it could affect. I honestly think it's more of just the scare. Oh, we have to do so much more with our fleets. Our fleets are,
Yeah.
becoming super different. I don't feel like it would do too much other than increase the work of fleets
Mm-hmm.
and not increase the experience.
Because the way I see it is, it would be just like when Relic 10 came out. We didn't know what was going to happen with Revan, and then all of a sudden we found out, oh, the Relic 10 on him. You lost the coin flip.
Yeah.
Nothing much changes.
Yeah, I mean, even from 9 to 10, like in the Leviathan counter, it doesn't matter. Because with Scimitar, you still get ahead of it.
So it's like, with mods, is the speed really going to affect Leviathan?
Probably not. As long as you're within 25. Well, okay. You do need to be within like 15 speed, I want to say. Because you're going to get lapped by Leviathan if you're not careful with that. But yeah, ultimately, I think it would just increase the work of fleets while just punishing the people who aren't putting in the work.
Yeah.
And I just don't think that's something that they want for the game right now. I would hope that's not something that they want for the game right now. But it really does just seem like with characters, at least there's, kind of a little bit of nuance to it, different moddings for different teams. But like with fleets, not really.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of nuance with fleets, it feels like. I mean, other than just slightly different lineups.
And then let's go on the flip side of that. How do you, if you see it as a 7 dot, what are the ramifications of how this is going to affect a lot of players when they don't know how to mod as it is?
I mean, obviously, it just make modding more complicated, and I mean, on one hand, that's good business for me, as Hondo would say. But on the other hand, I mean, that's honestly kind of catastrophic for some of the newer players. Like, it just adds a layer of complexity to an already complex system. And I mean, once you understand them, it'll be pretty general. But I mean, I think that would just totally change the landscape of how mods are farmed, how they're approached.
And then
Like,
you
will
got to
you have to go from
wonder,
5 dot to 7 dot, or like, and oh man, there's just so much. Because that would practically, okay, doing the math in my head real quick, that would highly affect speed arrows, I
yep.
believe. It would highly affect health. And then another thing is it would almost guarantee 5 speed if you have a speed roll. Like
And
that
then,
you'll get 5
so
speed rolls.
here's my question though. Here's my major thought on all this. If they do it, do you up the number of max rolls you can get?
I know that is the question, isn't it? But that is a dangerous, and I mean dangerous slope,
And even then, do you put it at
because
like 6 or 7?
I
Like
know.
7.
Ugh.
I'm a
But no,
middle school
adding
teacher. I
speed
see it all day.
I guess. Adding speed like that is crazy. An extra 6 to 12 speed per mod. So
Mm-hmm.
multiply that by 5. That is an extra 30 to 60 possible speed that you get on a character. That is wild. That gives so much room for variance. And I mean, that's it, right? Is the people that are spending a lot on mods will be so drastically even far ahead of people who aren't, because there's just so much to miss out on.
Yeah. So I would highly recommend, if you do not know how to mod, check out, I have a mods 101, how to mod in Swago. I break down exactly what they are, what you're looking for. I explain the stats. I explain all of it. Go check it out if you do not know how to mod. Check out Scribe. Check out Fat Phil. Fat Phil is really good with modding. Check out uh, Swag Frog here. Swag Frog's really good at modding. Check out people, get their knowledge, learn how to mod because they are going to be really important coming up with whatever these blues are.
Yeah.
But and then my other thought is we have all these people that don't know how to mod and are trying to fix their mod scores with all these lightspeed bundles dropping in the game, and now you're dropping a whole nother dot.
Yeah. It's it's gonna be a big thing. Whatever it is, I don't know.
If the
We'll
it could
see.
be fleets. I don't know. Something.
I just yeah, I don't know that okay. I mean if it's fleets it probably wouldn't be super impactful.
Thank you for the
I
biddies,
hate to say it,
Darth Rent. Thank you.
but I just don't see fleets being needing of mods right now. Talk about overcomplicating an already complicated system.
Yeah, for real. It's
Basically playing rock paper scissors at the top level. It's like, oh, Executor can beat these two fleets in specific cases with specific RNG, but Home One can beat Executor, but like also Profundities and Leviathan shred Home One. And Profundity can beat Leviathan on offense if you do the right stuff and you get a little bit of good RNG, but Leviathan absolutely smokes Profundity on offense. Like, what is going on?
yeah.
And then you have all the weird off-meta counters, like you have your Executrix can beat Executor with that correct fleet,
I
like your
use Radis
Negotiator.
over Profundity. That's been my go-to recently.
Oh man,
So I
it's
keep
just so
Profundity and
weird.
Leviathan, and I use Profundity on when I see the FU defense. I am Profundity on Executor,
Big
Levy
middle
Mirror,
finger.
and then I Radis the Profundity.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, if you put
How does that one work?
TIE Bomber and the Emperor Shuttle in there
I
Ray's
see.
Ray's Falcon to start, and then you go the actual Resistance fleet. Um, bring in the come in pants as quick as you can, and then it's just you nuke people.
Yeah. No, I imagine. Yeah,
And then
that makes a lot of sense with a locked-in burn.
Bomber puts in that burn, and you're good.
That buff the spell, yeah.
As long as you can
Yeah.
keep Bomber alive, I've worked it really well. It's
Huh.
not like a
I'll
hundred
have to
percent.
experiment with
Don't get. It's not 100%, but it's my go-to. I have Executor on defense, Profundity Executor, Levy Mirror, Radis, and then if I have to clean up with Home One or something, I'll clean it up.
yeah. I'm trying to remember what I do for the triple middle finger. I think I go for an Executor on Leviathan. I think that's what I go for usually. And then, I could try and get. Mm, mm, eh. Profundity versus Leviathan might work.
Mm-hmm.
But then, I mean, yeah, then I'd have an Empire for Executor and
They tried to
obviously Levy
keep
Mirror
it.
match. I want to keep Levy Mirror match. I like to keep it on offense just because when people set it on offense, you can just get through it. But when
Rayrock
they set
says
it
you
on
use
defense,
Executrix with Scythe.
yeah, Executrix with Scythe, Scythe, Tie Bomber, or no, Tie Interceptor, and Tie Fighter. And then Tie Fighter gets the first turn, mark it down, and then they'll do the mass assist on your TIE Fighter, they'll kill it, and then you get your TIE Defender in, and then TIE Defender stuns, blah, blah, blah. Sun's punishing one and
Yeah.
lets you just unleash fire on stupid punishing one.
Like my big
I
thing
am
with
disappointed though.
the Radis is to make sure you don't use Ray's AoE. Do not use that until Come in Pants comes
Yeah,
in. And then
what a great name for it.
get the burn on as quick as possible. Bam. That's
Yeah,
it. And then Come in Pants comes in and you hit that AoE from Ray and it just wipes. It just wipes.
yeah. And honestly, it feels like fleets are in a pretty good spot, all things considered.
Yes and no. It feels like they're in their niche, but that's where they're gonna stay because they don't know what to do with it. What can you do with it?
Yeah,
They just got it so refined, and I don't even want to say
I
refined.
know. Well, it is kind of in a decent spot though. Like, because you have a lot of variety in counters. You have any one of the GL fleets has its off meta counters that are like 80s to 90% success rate. And then you have the 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I honestly feel like it's in a decent spot. Like, the worst fleet right now in terms of endgame, begrudgingly say is probably Malevolent. And Malevolence is still useful. Oh, no, not Malevolence. No, I misspoke. It is absolutely Hux. Finalizer is so trash right now.
That is garbage. Finalizer is garbage. It's just
Malevolence
garbage.
still has uses. Finalizer is just trash. It does not beat anything.
Um, I don't know. I refuse to defend fleets because I hate fleets. I hate them. I hate them with a passion. I hate that you have a game mode that can introduce dodges at a rate that could screw your banners and screw a GAC over completely.
Speaking of that, right before hopping on, I got evaded by a stupid phantom 6 times in a row.
Yeah, that'll burn your banners. And then you lose because dodges. You just get the evasion. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
RNG doesn't affect battles like that. I mean, there's RNG, but you're not going to see 6 dodges in a row unless there's a focused datacron.
Yeah. A focused dodge datacron.
Yes. And
Ew.
then, ugh.
Throw up the mouth.
And then it's just a nightmare. But hey, Rayrock. Hey, Lady Geek. Hey, Shadow. Welcome in. Welcome in. Malevolence be stealing my banners. He does that.
Yeah. That's what it's used for lately. Is that it is just a banner sniper.
And that's it. That's all he really is at this point. I have him on defense.
Yeah, I do too. Because he's just good at getting rid of banners.
That's it. My defense is Executor, um Malevolence, and I got my Negotiator there too. Because I have my FU defense, or I have my offense pretty lined up with Leviathan, Profundity, and Radis that if something happens, I could fall. Like if Radis drops, as long as I get rid of the Outrider, I could clean it up with a home one.
Yeah.
And then if that somehow drops, I clean it up with Executrix and move on.
Yeah. I mean, it really is just that simple. But it's honestly, I think it's in a better spot than it's been. Like, I think we've had fleets a lot worse, especially when Leviathan got buffed for the first time. And
For
it was just
sure.
an only Leviathan world. That was really horrible. I really, really hated that.
Yeah. And now everybody's going to have a Leviathan.
Yay! I'm thrilled.
But you got to know how to use it too.
Yeah, this is true. It's not like the most
It's not
intuitive
super
thing, but
complicated.
you can figure it out.
It's really not super complicated. It really isn't. Hey, perfect score. How you doing? Hey, Aussie Mike. Hey, Bayou Zinga. Great to see you. Um, I guess we could get on to the viewers. It's rounding up on 10:23. Get on with the viewer questions. Um,
Yeah.
if you're listening to the podcast and you aren't in the Discord, make sure you jump over to the Discord. Get that Club 38 role so you could ask all the questions. We will answer just about anything from personal life to in-game. All great things. So make sure you get that Club 38 role to be notified whenever we go live, and make sure you get those questions in. Again, you can find the Discord at Linktree/Club38, and in there is the link to the Discord. So, Vlad Sander asks another literary question: who is your comfort author? The author whose work you have read over and over and over, and yet will always come back to. We always start with guess first. So, who's your comfort author?
That's a good question. I honestly find myself returning to Brandon Sanderson.
Oh, that's a good one.
I like his books. I like his books. I like fantasy. I'm a big fan. In fact, I've actually got like 2 of his books behind me right now. I've been working my way through them. I'm a fan. He writes good books.
Oh, Lady Geek's got me pegged down here. Sarah Moss. I have a couple. I read a lot, and when I get a new book that is just like epic, and you're like, oh my god, and then it ends, and you're like, it puts you in what I call a book hangover. Um, which is just like this
That's a
really
great name
high
for it.
where you will go to pick up a book and you just can't get into it because you're just so, how do I put it? You're so bent up on the last book. It's just hard to get into another book, another news story. So how do you cleanse that book hangover? You have a comfort read. A comfort read being, in my terms, a book that you have read before, you have read multiple times, because at that point you are using it to shake off all that, and it resets. It kind of is like resetting yourself, and you don't have to focus as hard because you've read it a million times. You know what's going on. You could just get through it and then move on to like a new book. That said, I have 3 authors that I majorly use for comfort reads. um Lady Geek said one, and Sarah Moss. Another is Jennifer Armentrout. Her from Blood and Ash I have read like a dozen times.
You've heard of that one.
After the 3rd book, I kind of fall off. I'll read like the first couple, and then a comfort read that I've had forever, and this is my big comfort read. I'm gonna catch a lot of flack for this, but Stephanie Meyer, the Twilight series. I have been reading that since I was a teenager, ever since it came out, and I enjoy it. It's got me. I've been reading it ever since Twilight came out. So think of how many times I've read this. I could basically recite it.
Fair enough.
All right. Bodhi asks, "Ooh, I like this one. You get to make a new Star Wars film or TV show. What era, main character, and who would you cast as that character?"
Ooh. I think that's the hardest part is the who would you cast? Era, probably. Oh, okay. Definitely the War of Mandalore.
Oh, okay.
Like
Okay.
Old Republic era War of Mandalore. I
Okay.
think that would be such a good show.
So who are you casting?
I mean, obviously gotta have a Revan, but who makes a good Revan? Hmm.
I know
That
everybody
is the
loves what's his name? John Wick. I am drawing a blank tonight.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu, yes. Everybody's saying Keanu for
That that wouldn't be bad. That would be a pretty solid pick.
he's just so
I
old
think he could
now.
pull that one off. He is, but
I
I mean,
guess you
hey,
could
that's
do a
that's the power
voiceover
of
thing, right? Like Vader.
that too. Yeah.
Just have him voice it
Just
and
let
then
him-
have like a younger actor play Revan.
yeah.
He's got the mask on the whole time.
Yeah. I don't really know who would be a better fit there. But I think it'd be really cool to have a show set in that like period of Star Wars. Like even if you don't follow Revan, even if you like make some sort of side storyline just in that time period, I think you could make it really interesting. Adam Driver.
Adam
Ah,
Driver.
yes. What a shout. What a shout. Yeah, let's just have him be. Let's just have Adam Driver be everyone. You know what? Let's have the all Adam Driver Star Wars
More.
movie.
More.
Yes, exactly.
Um I think I would okay, I got a couple different ones. I'd love to see more Old Republic. I want to see the Jedi. Acolyte had so much promise. And
Promise.
it had a lot of potential. It had a lot of promise. I want to see more of that. I want to see more of the Sith. If you could build a show around Chimere, make it happen. That's my answer. More Chimere. Make Chimere. Forget OSHA. I want more Chimere. Forget the twins.
Fair enough.
I wanna see where that all went. I wanna see the Old Republic. Uh, make me fall in love with the Sith, okay? As I've always said,
Yeah.
I've always been a Jedi girl until Chimere, and then all of a sudden I was tempted by the dark side. Show me
Hey,
why.
I mean, give some cool Sith. Oh man, can you imagine a cinematic depiction of Darth Nihilus? Whoa,
Ooh, that'd be good.
that would be so cool if they could do like a live action depiction of Darth Nihilus. I think the sky is the limit for Old Republic. That would
Darth
be so cool.
Treya. Who would you cast for Treya?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Who would you cast
I
for
don't know.
Nihilus?
Who would you cast for Nihilus? Yeah.
I could see like he's got to have like a deep voice, like maybe
Yes, absolutely.
like a
Very
Chris
commanding
Hemsworth.
actor. I don't know about Chris
He's
Hemsworth.
too big.
I think it needs,
Like
yeah, I think it needs
voice
to be.
wise, somebody like Chris Hemsworth.
I don't know. I feel like you'd have to make it like deeper than Chris Hemsworth. I feel like he's not quite right for Nihilus, at least in my opinion. I feel like it needs to be a little more gritty. Who has a good gritty voice?
Oh, and I think Sam Witwer is a great call as somebody you'd want to see in these films. Let's bring in some
Yeah,
Star Killer.
yeah, agreed. I Starkiller has a problem with being canon, mostly because of the games and him taking out well Luke, Leia, and Han.
Yeah. Yeah.
Little bit of a detour.
Oh man.
But those were some pretty fun missions, especially that fight against. Okay, the fight against Luke was fun and annoying at the same time. Love
I also
hate
want to
relationship.
really see some more about Luke. Like, I want to see Luke right
Yes,
after
the
the
in
fall of the
between
Empire.
period. Yes, absolutely,
Like,
absolutely.
I want to see more of Leia. Give me more Leia and Luke. I want to see what happens with, like, rebuilding the Jedi Order.
Yes, there's so much untapped potential here. It bugs me that their direction is so poor.
And give me an Ewok Jedi, damn it.
Right.
They are on
Like
the
give me
moon
the
of
one.
Endor. Give me that Ewok Jedi.
Ugh, it's just so frustrating because they like refuse to make movies on the good content.
I want to see like a Jawa Jedi. Give me these cool things. Where's my I've been dying to see the Wookiee Jedi still, and they
Right?
gave it to us in the Acolyte, but he was dead.
Yeah. Like the biggest, I swear, just bait and switch of all time. Come on.
Oh, it was so frustrating.
Yes.
Give us that. Give us that. And then our
Give us the thing.
final. Oh, we got another one. All right, Lady Geek asks, the zombie apocalypse is coming. Who are three people, real people, not fiction, superhero, alien, etc., you want on your team?
Hmm.
So they have to be real.
Yeah. Hmm. Probably. First off, probably Eddie Hall. I don't think I need to explain myself on that one. If I do, that's kind of sad. But I'll go with first pick Eddie Hall, because who knows when you're going to need the strongest man in the world.
Uh huh.
I mean, should stand to reason. Probably want someone really smart or really handy or both. Um,
And somebody really slow.
well, I mean, Eddie Hall is plenty slow, but the
Hey, if
zombies can
you've
have a
seen
great time to themselves.
Zombieland, you know the rules. Always have somebody slower that you can push down.
Well, I ain't pushing him down. No shit. He'd pick me up with one hand. I don't think it'd be a struggle for him.
You gotta have somebody that you can outrun.
I could definitely outrun him.
The important part
Oh boy.
to Zombieland.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No,
Um,
probably want somebody who's good with tools and weapons.
yes.
Um I mean that's like basically a must.
I think I would just have to.
As for
I live in a
specific.
very red part of New York.
Mhm.
Um, there's a lot of preppers here.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I would go. I actually know people with like a lot of guns and stuff and a lot of prepping. So I'd probably go right to my friend's house and then I'd have to make sure that um I have somebody smart
Yeah.
and then shit.
Ooh, maybe like a floor or like a botanist.
Yeah. because I do not have a great. I have a black thumb of death. I really do. I cannot keep plants alive to save my life. Um, Zoe Saldana for Darth Treya. That's interesting.
That's actually not bad.
I like that one.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, so I have like a black thumb of death, and I cannot keep plants alive to save my life.
Yeah, I think a botanist and a weaponsmith. As to who, I don't think I'm too picky. I do have a friend who's kind of a prepper who does like he is a blacksmith, so maybe him.
And
Or maybe you
then
want like a mechanic.
I kind of
Mm.
want somebody attractive as the last one too, because you're gonna have to find somebody to procreate with.
Well, uh,
You gotta restart the
let's
human race.
I suppose, but what I'm trying to get at and trying to formulate words for is the way the question is phrased, you're not the last ones on Earth per se. It's just your group. So
Lady
I think
Geek
I'd
knows
focus
me.
more on functionality.
She knows me so well.
Excellent shout. Excellent shout.
Oh yes, the guy who plays Chimere is her third, I suppose.
There's cloning like in Resident Evil. Perfect.
I mean, if that's the case, then just give me Chimere, and then I got his lightsabers, and he fucks up 13 Jedi. Imagine what he could do to zombies.
Right?
Okay, I kind of want to. So I think we kind of narrowed down like a couple of things of like what we would need to survive. What if you could have 3 fictional?
3 fictional? Oh,
Only
I
3.
mean, the problem is, you just grab somebody really overpowered from some stupid
Gas so they
anime,
can't
and you're
revive.
good. You're good. Yes, Gasta or Terran Malikos with Omicron's activated.
Ooh yeah, in GAC.
And GAC, yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Omicron's activated. Yeah.
Hmm. I gotta
And
go
then you could throw
Chimere.
rocks at them. You got the rock ranged attack. I mean, who doesn't need
Again,
that?
you gotta have somebody from Star Wars just because I could imagine what Vader would do in a zombie apocalypse.
Oh man, Vader would go crazy. Vader would have such a good time. He'd be having the time of his life.
Um, Only if they were younglings.
You can just convince him. You can just convince him that they're all younglings. They're all force sensitive Jedi.
Get him, Vader. Get him. No, I gotta have Chimere.
Watch him go.
You
He's just
gotta have
sitting
the
there, just
Force.
like aura farming on them.
Maybe I want to say John Wick.
I'll just go with the super super lame and easy answer. Gojo, woo! The zombies can't touch him.
Go, Goku. Right, Goku. Yeah, Goku.
A
Actually,
night sister.
Vegeta.
Interesting. That'd be interesting.
If you're gonna go Night Sister, um, it's gotta be Marin.
Probably Marin or Talzin. Just because Talzin's so powerful.
I love Marin though. Like as a character,
For sure, for sure. Great character.
like the stuff they did in the Jedi games is amazing. Why
Yeah.
aren't they doing
I
more from the Jedi games?
because they take a while to develop.
No, I mean like in Swago, why aren't we getting more from the
Oh,
Jedi games?
honestly, that's a valid critique. There I mean, there's a lot of areas in Star Wars that we just don't have elaborated on in Swago. It feels like there's just so much missing.
Yeah.
Like,
But
where's Max Rebo? Hmm.
you got a couple of the Inquisitors, and you have Fear.
Missing some actually cool Inquisitors though.
Yeah, I was just playing Survivor and I got to beat up Nine Sister. That was pretty cool. I was like, yeah, you're not really a tank here, are you?
I mean, she still kind of is.
Yeah, kinda. I got through her
You cut
wicked
off her
easy though.
stinking leg. You cut off her stinking leg, and she comes back. Like that's tank behavior.
All right, and then our final question for the week, Darth Rent asks, "How do I find people to meditate with?"
I usually do it alone.
Um,
I'm and this is gonna sound very shocking, mostly because of last episode, but I'm definitely an introvert. I like having me time. I love me time.
yes, very much so. I would say check out your local Y if you have a YMCA in the area. Check out a gym, see if there's flyers out, see if there's anything in your area of like a meditation class or something in around. Maybe see if there's a Facebook group around. Um, you're never too old for the Y. Um, that would probably be your best bet to like find something or see if there's actually like a yoga class or something in the area. They might do a meditation in there. I don't do a lot of meditation. That's just my only guess.
Neither do I. Mine is mostly just like sitting in silence in my bed.
Mine is okay, yeah, a sleep thing. I find that if you take about 10 deep breaths, if your mind's racing, like mine does all the I have ADHD. Um
Same.
so how do I
I
I
do too.
I I do like 10 deep breaths when my mind's just going on and it helps to like clear your mind. And then you're able
Yeah,
to
I
go to
I found something that helps for me is cyclical breathing. So what you do is you just like pick a second count, like say 4 or 5 seconds. It's pretty similar to just taking deep breaths, but you just go like in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, hold for 4, and that's generally pretty good. And if you're like, especially if you're lying down in bed, it's a great way to just quiet your mind and just give your brain something to focus on
Mhm.
because you're focusing on counting instead of your mind being racing, and so it
Yeah.
helps you fall asleep a little easier.
Yeah, I think that's where mine's at too. It's about 4 seconds. Like it's a deep breath out, deep breath. Yeah, it's probably about 4 seconds.
Yeah, it's also just really nice for calming down. Like if you're just amped up and you need to just chill out for a little bit, it's good to just breathe, get your mind distracted off of it a little bit, and just
Mm-hmm.
refresh your system.
Yes, but you're never too old for the Y. Like again, I live in like upstate New York. Our Y here is geared towards older people, so you're never really too old. You find that the gym, like Planet Fitness and stuff, is actually geared towards the younger people, and then the Y is generally for everyone else.
I wouldn't know. I don't go to either. I go to a more local gym.
Um, but with that, we are rounding up to the top of the hour. Do you want to close out, Swag? Make sure you
I
drop your
mean,
links and
yeah, I mean, my YouTube is just youtube.com/swagfrog4. Should be. But yeah, just check out on YouTube. I have a lot of good modding content, and I just do a lot of stuff for fun as well. I am I tend to gear to more or towards more informational content. That's kind of my vibe. So if like chill informational content is also your vibe, maybe you'd like to come hang out. Check it out. We're getting close-ish to 1,000 subs, so we're pressing on. But
yeah.
anyways, all my closing remarks is do your mods,
So make sure you go
especially
give Swag
heaven
Frog.
mods come out.
Yeah, those you're gonna want your. um, Definitely go give Swag a like. Let's get him up to 1,000 if you're listening. Again, that's Swag Frog 4 on YouTube. Let's get him up to 1K. Um, and if you aren't already, make sure you check out the Discord. Make sure you hit that follow button on my channel to get notified whenever we go live. Kate will be back in a couple months, hopefully. I'm holding down the fort till then, so make sure you give a follow. We got big things coming. I am hoping to get hot sauce on here soon, so that way we could get a whole rundown of hot utils into what goes into that. So a lot of informative stuff coming up. Make sure you don't want to miss that. And again, go to our link tree. It's in the link down below, provided. Um, Check out the new logo right up in the top left corner. I love this logo. It's pretty cute. Um, Go to the link tree, get into the Discord, get the Club 38 role. If you don't already, you don't know what you're missing. Get in there, ask the questions. We love answering them. They're an entertaining part to the show. They're probably my favorite part, in all honesty. I love to answer the questions, so make sure you ask them. And of course, in there is Kate's Twitch, my Twitch, the YouTube, the Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, and the merch shop. So don't miss out anything Club 38. Make sure you check out that link. And with that, we hope to see you all on the hollow table.